Shalom Saints, today's project involves all these tools that I've got right here. I carry them in this sled because it's easier for me to carry. Nails, hammer, I got a saw in there, I got some wood, some OSB, and that is what I'm going to work on up there, that little shed, and make a goat house out of it. I mean a chicken house out of it. So I started at 10:30 this morning, but that video took in slow motion, so I had to reshoot this. But this is the beginning. Here's what I'm working on today. It was first a dog kennel, and Pastor Joe built it, but what he put for the side of it was tar paper, and whereas dog didn't care and she just got out of it, I've had goats come in here too, and they just knocked that tar paper side right out of it. So the challenge for me today is to get some chicken wire up and maybe some siding to close that in, because we got little chicks coming and we want them to be able to hang out in here. The dog kennel wiring behind me will not keep certain predators out, like raccoons will climb over that and bobcats. So this little thing that they sleep in has to also be secure and have a door on it, which it doesn't have right now, but that's a pretty simple solution. So you saw my tools. I've got some pieces of 3/4 plywood or OSB, and then some chicken wire, hammer, nails. I've got underneath there a hammer stapler, and nails in this cup right here. So I'm going to get to work and see if I can secure this thing. All right, I hope you're having a blessed day today. Shalom. Say hi, Snowflake. All right, so what I've done is I've removed the strings and the tarp and stuff that were all up here. You can see back there where the strings were tied. That was to keep shelter over this because it was summer when she had her pups. And then I've brought over a piece of OSB that's going to basically fill that space right in here. It'll go most of the way across, and then I can do the top with chicken wire. Then over here, this is all tar paper, and I hammered that on earlier when I put the goats in. So I'm going to take that off. I only put one nail per end of the board. So I'm going to take that off, go over the tar paper with chicken wire, and then put that board back on, and maybe a few more. And I've got the boards I'm working with over here. Got my tools and stuff here, nails there, and okay, it's time to actually get to the work. All this stuff out here was stuff I had to remove. I took the tarp and I moved some of the used hay that'll go to the garden, fresh hay that'll go back in, the panel that I put over top to hold the hay. I'm going to make a better hay holder in there, or maybe not, because if it's going to be chickens they won't need it, so I may use this panel somewhere else. Got a big old goat waterer I can move somewhere, and that panel used to hold the hay and keep it up off the ground. So that's all out, and this is all ready to go. All right, shalom. Okay, so then I'm gonna measure the chicken wire and cut a piece and set it in there and attach it before I hammer this piece of OSB on that I sawed, because as you see there's a gap back here. This is a 2x4, so if I wanted to put the chicken wire on after, if I put it on the outside it probably wouldn't be even and not very secure. But if I wanted to put it on from the inside, I've only got that much space, this little like foot wide hole, and then have to hammer the chicken wire in on this side, which will be cool, but it's going to be too hard for me to finagle my body that way. I'm not young, and I don't even know if I can fit myself through the hole, so I'm going to have to pre-do it. Okay, so this is done. This is stapled on, and I'm going to put the wood on next. All right, so I got this nailed on. Nails in the four corners. One up there, one right down here, and now I got this gap. So I'm going to nail another board across there and cover that gap up. I could try to do it with fence, but that wouldn't be very strong. So that's next. All right, so here we are on the other side. We have a piece of wire that will certainly fit in that top hole, and so now I'm moving some of that black stuff, tar paper, out of the way, and maybe we'll put that back on over the chicken wire. All right, so here's this side finished. It's got a little bit of screening there. It's got this big board across it, and if I need to, I can just unnail it if it gets... Okay, so here we are at the last part. This is the door. Trying to fit that in, and what I've decided is I'm just going to put a block right up in here that's going to rotate down to hold this piece in place, and then we'll be done. All right, YouTube, so here I am, and I'm finally done. I can't even see because of the glare, but I think the little shed thing is right behind me over here. And I did finish it. It's got a door on it. It's got sides on it. It took me approximately 3 hours to put just those two sides on. You know, I'm weak. I'm not experienced at building. I help my husband, but he's the boss. So I had to go with what I thought would work. But I think I did an alright job, and so we will be moving young chicks in there. Not new, not day-olds, but like month-olds into that thing, and then we are going to start a round of raising guineas. We have 15 guinea keets coming. So that's it for today. Shalom. Hope this blessed you. Okay, so this is the end, folks. I finished up over there and brought all the stuff back that I was using. It looks the same as what went over there because I had to reshoot the beginning video, but basically I'm bringing my stuff back and cleaning up my area so I don't leave a mess over there, that I don't leave tools and nails and things laying around. And it took about 3-4 hours to get that thing done, but it's done now and we can move the chickens into it, and I'm on to my next project. All right, shalom.